Um, is there anything else? I mean, I'm going to do the recap still, but is there anything else from downtime that anybody forgot that they wanted to do? Everybody kind of used all their time, so it probably.
Yeah, I think the last thing that we were talking about that we didn't do online was just then splitting the gold from the sold items.
All right, because I didn't put that on till after.
Yep, I see it. I see how to do it.
Yeah, so the gold is there. Do you guys
Yep.
want to do that, or do you want to wait till during session, during actual?
We can do it now. We get it out of the way.
Where is it at? Oh, never mind.
It's just the little shaky hands thing. Split currency amongst party.
So only one person does that, right?
Yes.
Okay, should be good.
Yes, Falsk is rich. Rich in plunder.
Buy yourself some armor, please.
I have to buy a special book. Never mind you that.
Oh, what? Okay. All good, Joe.
Okay.
Carly,
So
did you get the money?
Yep. Well, it said I did. Wait, let me see.
Oh, okay. I only saw three names, so I was just making
I
sure
did
that
see a thing for her.
before. Okay, I only saw three
Mine
names
popped
pop
up
up. So
at like the very end.
it did three and then
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, I
they
got it.
can only hold three
Okay.
on a load.
I think
Yeah.
it. Yeah, okay.
I don't know what that means. Whew. All right. So, um, the last time, let me open that up. Last time we completed the story, Book of the Raven, and then did downtime. Vesper got not really a promotion, but another increase in status. Her pay went up. She was informed that Matrius still hasn't been replaced. Morn helped with healing stuff, ingratiated himself to Ignatius Juneberry, who runs the House of Rest, and expanded his knowledge on people seeking immortality to becoming a vampire and true polymorphing into a dragon. He also spoke to Domina Boyash and learned about the project that she's working on that has to do with curing a curse created by Sirik, god of lies, and some crystals that he had created. Falsk spent his time trying to track Vizier Ag, and Falsk learned that he doesn't typically leave his quarters all that often, but Falsk knows where he lives now. Watcher attempted to stalk Merla One Tusk. In all the time she spent looking for her, she only found her once while painting her mural of Dakota in the inner ward. Decided not to chase Merla down after knocking over a can of nails and alerting her. And you guys don't know what Josh's character did, so I'm not going to recap that. And now I'm going to hope I haven't somehow in the middle messed this up. And I'm going to try doing this theme song thing. primarily my other group has a hard time getting themselves in the D&D mindset, and they definitely find that having the theme song at the beginning helps them to focus in on the game.
Yes.
I love it.
All right. So,
Very Pavlovian.
the scene that we find ourselves in, I'd say in media res, but there's not a lot going on. We find Felsk sitting at a table in a study room on the top floor of one of the pillars of pedagogy, which are the multiple circular pillars, towers in the Court of Air where people can study and research. The room that he's in is enormous, and it's obvious that magic has been used to expand the room beyond its geometric space. Despite the space, there isn't much in the room. There's a grandfather clock, which ominously ticks. There's the table, which is actually large enough for a dwarvish feast. Many chairs, some of which are around the table and others line the walls. And a single book. It sits on the table in front of Felsk. The book is bound in black leather, and embossed on the thin spine are the words, "A deep and creeping darkness." The book shows minimal signs of wear and tear. There are a few creased pages and a spot here and there. The book is neat, though it's not flawless. It contains notable spelling errors and ink blotches. The people in the room with Felsk have sat patiently while he read through the entirety of the book. A Deep and Creeping Darkness was written by a dwarven bard named Hamlin Rocker. He was a musician and storyteller, but not much of a scribe. The book tells the tale of a mountain village whose residents went missing over the course of several months. The book presents a series of vignettes allegedly collected from those who were there, survivors, traveling merchants, and residents of nearby settlements. It is unclear whether it is a fictional tale, folklore, or history. The content seems factual, but the language is extravagantly dramatic. The village of Vermilion was established after settlers discovered a platinum mine in the mountainside. And business there boomed for about a decade. Due to the rough terrain and the harshness of the climate, the village never grew large. It intermittently hosted a succession of traveling merchants who came to the village for a week or two, sold and traded their wares, and then left again. The nearest civilized settlement was 3 days' ride on horseback down the mountainside. The inhabitants named in the book include the mayor, a human named Lay de Vazen, and a kind and talented dwarf smith named Tormund, with his wife Blennis. I'm going to share a thing so you guys can see all this too. 70 years ago, an explosion rocked the platinum mine, collapsing the tunnels, burying workers under tons of rubble. 60 miners were underground that day. Over 30 of them died in the initial collapse. And then the instability of the tunnels made rescue of the others slow and dangerous. The miners who survived were trapped for several days or weeks before they were rescued, depending on who the story's coming from. Many of them perished in the deep, alone and terrified. In the end, 16 came out alive. 11 were never found at all. In the wake of the catastrophe, another horror plagued the village as people began to disappear, starting first with the survivors. And not all at once. 1 or 2 would vanish in a single night. Then a 10-day might pass before the next disappearance. These unexplained disappearances terrified the remaining miners. After all the survivors either disappeared or fled, other villagers began to vanish. They tried to protect themselves by sleeping with weapons, taking shifts on watch. Nothing changed. Traveling in groups didn't even help, since a companion might vanish while even briefly out of sight. With no one willing to keep the mine open and the disappearances leading to fears that Vermilion might be cursed, merchants and other travelers stopped visiting the village entirely. The end of the patchwork story claims that the village is still there. though whether anyone inhabits it is a mystery. The volume's writer muses over the decline of the village, speculating about the fate of its inhabitants, and noting that the platinum mine is said to still contain robust platinum deposits. Sketched on the back of the last page is a rough map of the village's location, with directions from the closest mountain town, called Maerin. Seeing that Felsk has finished the book, the man seated across from him, a pale human man with a long pointed nose, whose features are all sharp in one way or another, straightens his monocle and pulls a single sheet of paper from a briefcase. The paper is covered in writing and has 2 signature lines on it, one of which is already filled by an overlarge and flowing signature. As a member of the Zentarum, you are required to take on contracts at the request of your superiors, even if you are already on another mission. However, I understand the inconvenience of such things. Tell your friends whatever you have to. Travel to Vermion, seize the location, and ensure that the source of the disappearances has moved on, and then contact us to let us know that it is done. If the disappearing problem has not moved on, then make the problem itself disappear.
Will be quite frank, I hate this idea.
I expected you to say as much, but why don't you have a look at the contract and see what you think?
Before I do, how did you even know I was here?
Why don't you look at your backstory for the name Victor Deuces?
I know Victor Deuces. Okay.
That's who this is. And I am going to share with all of you. It's actually already visible. So if you guys go
This your handler?
If you guys go to journal entries and then go down to chapter 4.
That's a really pretty map you drew.
There's 3 things. There's the recap of what happened in downtime. There is the summary of what I just read off about the book, and there is the map in the back of the book that is supposed to be hand drawn, so I drew it myself.
Oh my god, I love it.
What are the worm looking things? Is that a road?
You have to figure that out, I guess. I'm not going to tell you.
So the one on the right with the lines through it is like garlic bread, and the one on the left is a baguette.
Oh my god, no.
Mm-hmm.
It's a garlic bread paladin. Oh god,
Okay.
no.
All right. Why don't you, at some point you guys will be able to compare this to a real map, and then you'll figure it out. But anyway, so Falsk, he's asked you to look at the contract. Do you want to look around the room? Do you want to look at the contract? What do you want to do at this point? You've just finished reading this book. There are, let me count, 4. There's 10 people in the room, including Victor, but not including you.
Do I recognize any of the other people?
He is the only one you recognize, and none of the others have been introduced to you.
But they came with him.
Yes.
Or were here with him when I arrived, either way.
Yeah, you were brought by an avowed to this room. And they were all in here when you entered. There is 6 dwarves who are kind of sitting together in chairs that are against the wall. And then Victor's across the table from you, and he's flanked by a dark-skinned female genasi and a male half-orc.
Okay. Oh, Killingham's not on the board then. That's unfortunate. Okay. I will take a look at the contract.
All right. So let's start with an intelligence check just to see how much you understand it. Because, I mean, it's a contract.
Just a regular old intelligence check.
Yep.
It's a cheating.
All right. You you try. I mean, it's too confusing. But you pick out two things. This contract appears to be between you and a company called the Corrid Mining Company.
Chloride Mining Company. Okay.
Yep. And the pay for successful completion of the job is 2,500 gold.
Okay.
Other than that, I mean, you can't understand any of this mumbo jumbo.
I just wasn't ever the fucking document guy. I don't say that out loud. I think it. 25's not gonna cut it.
What would cut it then?
Probably 32.
Okay, make a persuasion check. Oh, I missed one. There is another guy standing behind him, a thin wood elf with a flying snake on his shoulder.
The fuck? Okay. All right. Calm down. Calm down. You just want a persuasion, you said?
I missed one. Yes, a persuasion.
That's a 16.
16. Let me see here. There are 4 of you, so let's just make it 2,800, and then you maintain an easy split up of the money.
Right. I'm not really worried about the split up. I'm worried about what my pay dealing with you all and convincing them they need to do this is going to require. So easy split up plus my pocket change to keep me going. 3,000. Sounds fair.
I think that you misunderstand the situation here. You are going to do this regardless of what the pay is.
I really don't want to, but all right.
You should
28,
have.
and I
You should have
need
decided that
10s.
you didn't. You should have decided that you didn't want to do such things as this many months ago.
Yeah, but I'm very good at it, unfortunately. And it pays well most of the time. Not today, it would seem, but most of the time. I need tents. They were ruined in our last excursion, and I feel like you could at least, toss me a couple of tents.
Yes, we can provide you with tents, and we will
Excellent.
also. We are also going to. If you would just read the contract, we're also going to provide you with rations for the 3 of you who eat.
You know quite well I was never the take care of the contract guy. I was the other end of that pin.
Just the same, I'm going to need you to sign that right now, please.
Oh, of course, of course. I want to sign it with a big flourish. Can I sleight of hand this? An 8.
I mean, it's big.
Delightful.
Little
It
shaky.
sure is big. All right, he takes the contract, rolls it up, and puts it into his briefcase. And he says, "Any other questions?"
I don't think so. How long of travel do you believe it is?
It should be about 15 days to get there.
May have to acquire a cart, horse, something to carry all these tents that we now own. I mean, are borrowing, of course. Anyways, not your problem.
Correct. Okay.
Well then,
yeah,
are
so
we
you
done
can.
here?
Yes.
Excellent. I'll get up and leave.
Okay.
And go and find Morn.
Yeah, you can do that. I don't.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Morn, do you have a moment?
I look at my wrist. There's nothing on it, but I look at it anyway. Yes.
Good.
How can I help you?
I was just reading a riveting tale about an explosion inside of a platinum mine. Some several days travel away from here. When I was approached by a gentleman who asked if I had interest in this, he presented the information that he had to me and then requested that maybe if we were successful adventurers, we could clear out this issue and be paid to do it. And I will reveal all of the information that doesn't come across as ne'er-do-well
Please.
identities.
I think
But I will.
I think that's actually pretty easy to do because the story is basically that something happened, this place was abandoned, there's a mine full of ore there, and this mining company wants you to go make it safe.
Yeah, the Corrid Mining Company interested in it. They said 2,800 gold. And they're providing tents, Morn. We don't have tents anymore.
Hmm.
And food.
Oh. Does that seem like enough money given that we're potentially helping them reopen a platinum mine?
I saw nothing in the contract that I may or may not have already signed that said we could not take what we could fit within our pockets.
Oh.
How are they going to know? They're not there. I'm their contact.
You signed a contract. I thought you didn't like paperwork.
I hate paperwork, but I do love getting paid, and now that I'm on both sides of things, I have to do my own signing.
Did they give you any more details as to why the mine was closed to begin with?
Oh, yes, I go into extraneous detail of what happened there 70 years ago, and then the following horrors that took place as survivors disappeared, and then townsfolk began disappearing.
Oh, so this is as equally mysterious and dangerous as our last mission.
Potentially. Either something woke up underground, or there's more ghosts and ghost dogs that are angry at people mining while they're trying to sleep and are killing them and kidnapping them. The second one seems kind of
So I could see that Watcher would be definitely interested in this because there's a mystery and, potentially a conspiracy here, but
intrigue is at foot.
how do we get Vesper away from her books? For how long did you say it was going to take us to get there? You said a few days, many days, and then a few days and many days.
A many few days, somewhere in the range of probably 15.
Cut to Vesper talking to Varnir, and Varnir says, "Look, I don't make the rules. They told me that someone made a big donation, and you have to go do this."
No, but okay, listen, I don't like vacations. The last one I took, it didn't go good. People died.
I mean, it doesn't really sound like a vacation. It sounds dangerous, but the donation
Well,
was
it's a
quite
vacation
large.
from this work. I don't like
you
that.
you know that this work is your vacation,
Yeah.
but the donation was quite large, and I was told that you have to do it. So I've gotten a pile of 90 days of rations here, and 2 tents, and I don't know how you're going to carry any of it, but
I'm not.
well,
We
I
get
don't
one.
know.
Okay, just get a wizard in here that has the floaty disc spell, and just we'll carry it.
I have the floaty disc spell.
Great. Also, can I copy that?
I mean, I don't. Sure, but there's money involved in that to make it. Like, you don't have to pay me, but.
Oh my god, did you know I got so much money recently? It's crazy.
Okay, well, that's great. When you get back, though, because they want you to leave today.
Oh. Okay, listen, this one right here, and I pick up the book I'm working on. The calligraphy in the margins is very pretty and it's very fragile, so be careful.
I'll leave it for you.
Hand it over.
I'll leave it for you, but look, you do need to hurry because we're almost done, and I'm gonna need you for the final push.
Okay, yeah. Got it.
And then, honestly, I don't know what's next. I mean, I still don't even have a direct boss, and we don't really have our next project lined up, so we're just gonna have to see what happens with that.
We are in shambles.
But it's been a lot of work, and we're almost done. And honestly, I'm quite upset they're sending you away with being almost done. But again, nothing I can do.
I just broke something, sorry. I don't know if you heard me gasp. Anyways, that really got me out of character, sorry. Yeah, no, you're right. Okay, I'll go. Okay. Quick, come back. Finish the books.
Okay, so she helps you move all of that kind of in the middle of the court of error for you guys to figure out whatever you're going to do with it. Where do we want to go to next? Did you guys want to continue your conversation?
I'm just waiting for you guys in the middle.
I just want to have like a wacky panel of like, we could talk to Vesper. I'm sure it's fine. And then we stumble across Vesper being like, let's fucking hurry up and go. And then watch her being like, intrigue, conspiracies. I'm in. And then we're all looking at tents, probably just sitting on the ground next to 90 days worth of rations.
How do we carry this all?
Hey, well, somebody had the floaty disc spell, you know, the really nifty one.
Is it you?
What?
Do you have the floaty disc spell?
No. They want.
Oh.
They said.
Wizards have really weird name for spells.
Yeah, I forget what it's called. It has another name. Just feel like it's very, like, this is practical. It's less words. It is what it is. The carry everything spell.
Maybe the store has one of those bags that Dakota had.
Yeah. Yeah. We should check.
We can check.
Go ahead.
Well, no, I think I agree. And
well, if they
check.
don't, if they don't, let's go check. And if they don't have one, then is there a livery here that we can check if there's a horse and a cart?
So they don't have one available. They could get one for you eventually. From a timing standpoint, both the people hiring you want you to hurry, and Varnier wants Vesper to hurry. And I'm going to tell you that let's pull everybody to the map because it would be pretty easy for you guys to look up. At the very least, Prosker. So you guys see Candlekeep where you are?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Maerin and Prosker are right there.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
Okay. It's 15 days to get there. It's 15 days to get back. And Watcher's thing is in 38 days.
Mm.
Ooh.
It's also 31 days in all the rest. Interesting.
7 days to spare.
Well, the book says it's 3 days ride through the mountain to get to Vermion. So,
Is there anybody that could help us travel quicker? Like that lady that took us to the funeral?
We could certainly ask, but Let's check the shop. See if we might have a bag of the whatever holding was occurring there.
Well, they
And if
don't.
not, oh, they don't.
No.
Oh, I apologize. I must not have heard it. That's my fault.
Yeah, they can. They said they can get you one eventually, but it won't be, in the next week.
Oh, I
Well,
misheard entirely. Okay, my bad.
who gave us this little job here? Can't they? Shouldn't we ask them to help us if they want us to hurry?
Well,
I was.
I think they have helped us by procuring the tents, procuring the food, and offering to pay us.
I mean, they
Hmm.
didn't offer
We
to
could
pay
give back
us.
my
I demanded
food.
it.
Oh,
We could give back my food in
They didn't give
trades
any
for
food
travel.
for
Well,
I will explain that to Watcher that they didn't, and then quietly mention to everyone, we may have things to discuss on the road. Anyways, Vesper, horse and buggy, is that possible here?
I don't know, Joe. Is it?
you. Yes, that's possible. If you wanted to try to hunt down somebody to see if you can get a teleport, that's also possible. But you will recall, I don't think I explained it, that when you teleported to Riot Tavern before, that was by teleportation circle.
Oh, so there's one here, you mean?
there has to be, right?
Yeah.
Well, the circle is outside the walls because they don't want people teleporting directly into Candlekeep.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you still need somebody who can cast it. And
None of us can.
in order to go to a specific spot, you would need to know the code for that spot. So, like Riot Tavern, they specifically knew.
Yeah.
Maerin, it's like a 0% chance that there's one there, but maybe someplace closer than you are now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can ask about the horse and buggy. Let's go ask right over here. I think it's gonna cost money though.
I have money that I have not seen in an age. No worries.
Okay. I go to the place where I would get such a thing
Okay.
and I ask for it.
Yeah.
a stable, a livery.
Let me see here. I'm looking at the. They don't really have a cart rental in the thing, but they do have skilled hireling.
Should we all roll animal handling to see if one of us can handle it?
I feel like it's something that would be like a gold per, like an amount of gold per day rental of a horse and cart, and I don't mean wagon, I mean a cart.
So we
because
can't ride it?
a wagon
Right.
would be a wagon would be a lot more expensive. Let me know if you think this sounds crazy, but I would say 4 gold per day on a horse and cart rental.
What about a donkey and a cart rental? That's an extreme expense.
What's
120 gold plus.
how much does a horse normally cost? Like if you were to buy it,
60 gold.
Draft horse is like 50, I think.
50 gold to buy it. So if you were renting a horse and cart, is 4. I mean, I'm coming up with this on the fly, so tell me if you think that price is way off.
Or
4 gold a day.
4 gold a day. We would just buy it then if they would let us.
Do they have?
Yeah, we could buy 2 horses for that amount.
Yep.
Correct. A draft horse is 50 gold to buy.
Yeah, you can
I
do
would
that.
buy 4 horses.
Just
You can do that.
Watcher would buy 4 horses.
Sure. You can buy 4 horses.
Do it, Watcher. You won't.
I will. I just keeping queuing her up.
Between paying for the cart and tipping the guy, you would probably come to close to 200. Might as well just buy your own horses.
So it's 50 per.
yeah.
So
50
200.
per horse. Yep. How much feed do you want? It's 5 copper per day for a mount.
I would say enough to get us there and back, because when we get there,
Well, it's 15 days there, but I need to know how many days you're buying.
So 15 days
Oh.
there, 15 days back. That's 30 total.
That's an
And that-
awful lot of
60.
weight again.
Or
That's to Maerin.
oh, why don't we just do 15 days? Because once we get there, we can stock up on the way back.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Or we can
So-
just sell the horses.
Yeah.
It's only 2 gold and 5 silver for all food for the horses on the way there. So it's 2.5 gold on the way there, 2.5 back. So 5 gold
That's
total
bad.
for feed.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, so 205 total. Do we still need a wagon?
Well, yes. How are we going to carry all
Right.
the feed and all the tents and
Yeah,
All
we
the
still need
tents.
Okay,
a wagon.
well, if you get now if you get a wagon, you don't have any horses to pull it because you're all. In fact, 50 was the price for a draft horse. A riding horse is 75.
Is there
That's
a
fine. What about
teleportation circle
can't-
in Zale?
Can't Vesper ride with somebody else
Yeah.
because she's small?
A riding
Small.
horse's carrying capacity is 480 pounds. So I think your real solution is that you get horses and then you get saddlebags to carry all this other stuff you're talking about, and then you don't need a wagon. Because you're not transporting lumber, you're transporting 2 tents and food.
But all the feed for the
ration.
horses and ourselves.
They can carry 480 pounds.
I mean, as
They
long
can
as
also-
Joe's okay
Okay.
with it working.
Sure.
YOLO.
So
it,
it would
I
be,
mean-
what would it be with the saddlebags? Like,
So feed per day is 10 pounds, right? So if you were saying 30 days times 4 horses,
Mhm.
that's 120 days. That's, I guess, 1,200 pounds. And horses can carry 480. So you pretty much just max out your horses, I guess, on that. But if we say you spend the money now and then you buy half now and half when you get to Maerin, like, I think the math all works out.
okay. I want to be able to ride them.
Well, then you'd have to get riding horses, and those are 75 gold each.
So 300.
plus the
300
feed, which is
plus the 5. The saddles are supposed to be extra, but I'll just say those are thrown in. Let me see how much saddlebags are supposed to cost before 4 gold each. So yeah, we'll just say those are thrown in too. So 305 gold to get you the whole thing.
Done.
Great.
Why does it keep doing that? Stop it.
All right. Great. Is there anything else you guys want to do before you leave?
Joe, are you okay with me having copied more spells in with any unused downtime? I think it takes me like 5 minutes per spell level.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
You didn't really use any of your downtime, so that's easy.
Okay. I did spend the correct amount of money, though. It's still 50 gold per spell level, but that windfall really did a lot.
Yeah. You guys would have done that like right away. We just forgot about it.
Cool.
Okay, so you know where it is. I don't have anything planned for the trip, so do we want to just jump to arrival?
No, because I'm going to explain along the road that half of my backstory. I'm currently working as a triple agent.
What?
I just
Vesper.
Watcher, take your pen and your journal out. This is going to be really important. You're going to love it.
Sounds like you're going to be involved in a conspiracy.
It's the deepest rabbit hole, Vesper.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm currently working with the Harpers and the Zents and
Both of them?
different layer of the Harpers and the Zents that know they've infiltrated one another. They want to appoint, Vesper, this is where you come in. The Zents want to appoint their person into the role of your head honcho there at Candlekeep. And the Harpers don't want that, and they want me to identify who that person is, but then to also play along with it, and then they're going to do something, or they expect me to. I waver back and forth on what I'm supposed to do. Anyways, I've been flying around as a bird for the last several days, tracking one man who may be able to help me, or he might be the bad guy. I don't know which one.
So is this a mission, a real mission, or a mission to get us out of the way while Vesper's boss is being replaced?
Oh, I definitely didn't even consider that. It's entirely possible it's a get him out of the way. They know all about Watcher and that Watcher doesn't eat. Vesper, they know. I feel like they know about you.
Well,
They
wait,
just didn't
how do
say
they
you
know
in name.
Watcher doesn't eat? And how do you know that?
Because they said they're going to provide us food enough for 3, not the one that doesn't eat. That was a word. Oh, it's the
My God,
Zents.
do you think they know about Tom?
It's
Who's Tom?
Nothing.
Huh?
What?
Anyways.
Watcher is furiously writing in her notebook.
I think Watcher's seen me talk to my book.
She has.
Okay.
It's the Zents that this mission was requested by, and
you signed a contract.
Oh, I've signed many contracts, Morn. This isn't the first.
With them for us.
It kind of felt like there wasn't much choice.
Does it name us in the contract?
It names it. We are to be paid. It's a we. Not an individuals.
Okay. It's not saying Morn and Vesper and Watcher and Falsk agree to.
It desperately says my name several times. I saw that.
Does it mention anything about the moon?
I remember a couple of things.
Falsk, you have no idea if it said their names or not.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just making it up on the spot. Absolutely. I don't believe the moon was brought up. I just remember seeing the pay, and the mining company that was requesting this through the Zents, through me, through you all.
You know, I appreciate that you were transparent at least.
Well,
that's good.
I don't typically deal directly. In the past, that's not really how that's worked out for me. I'm on the front lines now, it would seem, and that's annoying on both sides. But this didn't feel like you can choose to go yourself or you and your friends can go. It felt like you will go or bad things will happen to all of you. So, Morn, I do apologize, but I think I might have also kind of protected us slightly. Slightly. Again, slightly.
Okay. So maybe on our way back, we'll talk a little bit about how you're going to navigate and actually survive that, because I've put a lot of work into you staying alive so far, and I don't
Yeah, for
want
real.
you to get killed by the Zantara.
Oh, that's very kind of you. I appreciate you even saying those words aloud. It makes me
Oh,
feel
wait. Do we
very
not
good.
like them? Are they bad?
They are
Oh.
very bad.
Oh, but one of them's gonna be my boss. Do you think they care about the books?
Oh, they definitely get
Uh,
books, but not in the way you do, Vesper.
yeah, they'll
Hmm.
probably take the good ones.
No,
It's
we
kind of
can't do this. We need to go back right now.
in this line of work. It's kind of a like the more knowledge you have, and if one of theirs is high enough in charge that they can have any knowledge they want that's been brought here, it may benefit them in holding it over other people. There's a lot. I've thought a lot about this.
Hmm.
Anyways,
Yeah,
yeah,
I do appreciate that you were truthful in bringing that up.
I tried. I also didn't want to talk when we were there. It seemed auspicious, but also they could literally just be watching right now with a spell or something Vesper might do. And all of it's out the window, and I raise up a middle finger into the air.
And what do the Harpers expect you to do?
Oh, they have this grand plan of not allowing the Zens to do this, and turning the page or something. I don't remember specifically what
Oh,
they
we want to
said.
be on their side then, right?
Oh, absolutely. They're very nice folk. Actually, and I won't reveal this to you, but someone within the castle, Candlekeep, good friend. Wink, wink, nod, nod.
Um, so all I've heard of the Harpers is that they interfere a lot, things blow up, and then some old man named Elminster comes in and saves the day all the time. So hopefully he's watching out for you too. Okay, let's get the job done, and let's hope Vesper's boss hasn't been replaced by an evil assassin when we get back. Okay.
Great.
Yeah,
Well
for
then.
real. It's gonna be a big buzzkill.
They make you wear black all the time, Vesper.
No.
Watcher, you're still riding over there. You're doing okay?
If Watcher had eyes, they would be very narrowed, looking at Vesper and Falsk.
I don't
Um,
see
I don't understand.
Elminster on my hierarchy, Joe. At quick glance, am I missing someone or like?
No, just Forgotten Realms lore.
Fucking
Okay.
Dave bringing
Mhm.
in demigods into this conversation. How dare you?
He's talking about a Harper.
Hey, I mentioned Jank, so
Just check in.
This whole time too, I guess on our way, I would be using the figurine of Anil and just letting him, fly around and keep scouting for us, and then, back to a figurine when he needs to.
I'll have Echo join him every once in a while, like looping around.
Yeah, the travel is uneventful. Everything's fine. 15 days. You make it to Maerin on the morning of the 15th day. Maerin is nestled at the foot of the Sunset Mountains between the nations of Am and Cormyr, in a region that is unclaimed by any nation. The town is the last bastion of civilization before the inhospitable climate of the peaks. Not large enough to be called a city, Maerin is nonetheless bustling. Shops, taverns, and other establishments abound, as well as an open-air market at the center of town where vendors of all sorts hawk their wares. So you've made it to Maerin. You have a little map that tells you where. I have no idea how to pronounce it. Vermion is. What do you want to do?
We're so close to home. Well,
Your
my home
home?
anyway. Yeah, right across the Dragon Mirror.
Oh. Do you want to stop in?
No,
Oh, okay.
we have to get back for Watcher's exhibit.
Right.
X
Oh,
to the
yeah.
Z.
In the
I don't-
books.
I don't want to miss it.
So, comparing the map,
Right.
so it looks like. Okay, so the river, the road, another river.
Oh, is that what the breadsticks are? Rivers?
Yeah,
Breadstick rivers.
Oh, that sounds so good. What if they're Olive Garden breadsticks? Oh,
It's like- It's
no.
like the river Styx, but it's just in marinara and it's breadsticks floating on top. Oh. Oh. It does
the
seem as though
fruit.
we need to traverse the mountain range, and I'll point off to the northeast there a little bit. We need to go that way, maybe? And wherever the... Is that it must be a river. We must have crossed it previously. The source of the river seems to be at least near to Vermilion.
Is Maerin a town?
Yes. Did you miss the description?
Wait, yes, I was sorry.
All
My
right.
dog keeps barking at nothing. Is there a place to
The-
find a bag?
The town is the last bastion of civilization before the inhospitable climates of the peaks. Not large enough to be called a city, Maerin is nonetheless bustling. Shops, taverns, and other establishments abound, as well as an open-air market at the center of town where vendors of all sorts hawk their wares.
Do I think there's somewhere where we could find a bag of holding real quick?
Make a perception check.
It is along something called the Trader's Road, sort of, maybe.
Ah, shit.
I was going to say, can I make one as well, or no?
Yep. Anybody who wants to that's looking around in town.
Oh!
Oh,
It flipped from
Not
a
more either.
19. Oh, wow.
Anybody else or no? I'm
Oh,
happy either way.
Jesus.
Okay.
Nope.
Guys, I got this. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
Guys,
We
I
got
got a new
7.
spell. Do you want me to show? No, actually, it's dangerous. You
14.
shouldn't do that.
And a 14. All right. You see that there is one inn, which is also a tavern, called the Bored Weasel. It's
course.
morning, so you're probably not going to spend the night, but you would know, perhaps more than the rest of them, Faust, that taverns are a great place for information. You don't see any stores that seem particularly useful. Like there isn't like a magic shop or a potion shop or anything like that. But you do see a vendor who appears to have some kind of arcane stuff in a stall in the central market. And surrounding him are 3 other vendors. One looks to be somebody selling flowers, another is selling some type of food, and the last guy has a table filled with fancy looking like certificates. So you see that group. Obviously the vendor selling like the arcane stuff is the one that caught your eye, but those other vendors are near him. Yeah.
Certificate.
I'll point us over towards them. Excuse me, my friend, to the arcane-looking fellow. Do you have a bag where the inside of the bag is actually gigantic and seemingly endless, or maybe a box of the same nature for sale?
Sorry, sir. No, I don't have any of that. Greenberry Ventail. Nice to meet you.
Ah, Falsk. Nice to meet you as well, Greenberry.
Yes. I don't have any bags of holding in stock right now. It's the kind of thing I can get eventually for you someday. I do have quite a few very interesting things, let me tell you, but no, I don't have any bags of holding on me, no.
I'll look around. All right, I'm listening. What do you got?
I'm going to just share a thingy so that you can see
I
what
love
he
that,
has. Let's see here. Configure permissions, observer. This one, of course, is called Maerin, Arcane Vendor.
Of course.
Greenberry Ventail is a 20-something human.
Whoa. Arrows, longbows.
Whoa. Oh my god.
Scrolls.
Oh my god.
Scrolls. Scrolls.
Oh my god.
Okay, well, I definitely need to purchase this potion of greater healing. I can hear my friend in my ear already telling me that I should have purchased it 5 minutes ago. So I'll take that.
Tapping my foot.
All 4 of your potions of healing. Morn, I can literally feel that in the ground. And then
Trying to like climb up his back and like peek on and
Vesper, once ow, 1 second. I'll take all 3 of your fire arrows. Wait a minute, and I flip it. I have a bolt thrower. It seems. Nope, it's a crossbow bolt. Do these work in this? I don't have a lot of experience with these.
Sorry, no, they're arrows. They're meant to be fired from a bow. They don't work in
Hell.
crossbows. Sorry about that.
Can I sell you this crossbow and buy your nice longbow you have there?
I don't deal in non-magical weaponry, my friend. I'm sorry.
That's a very fair and reasonable thing to say, coming from a vendor who only sells magical items. All right, then, hold on. I have to do some math. I'm definitely going to take your potions that I said. Go ahead, Vesper. Get in there.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I'll trade you this scroll of illusory script for that scroll of color spray.
What level is illusory script?
Level 1.
Okay. He pulls out from his breast pocket a little notebook and he flips through it a little bit. Illusory script. Let's see here. He closes it. Deal.
Okay, and here's 200 gold for that scroll of fly. Thank you.
Okay.
Can I come over? I want something.
I mean, if you're not there, I don't know where you are.
Okay. I'm gonna get the potion of invisibility.
Okay. The +1 ammunition, Falsk, he has 5 bolts and 5 arrows. That's what 5 of each means.
Oh, heard. Okay. No, I definitely want to actually buy the longbow as well. That would be, I believe, 1350. Can you do me 12?
Make a persuasion check. It's quite a discount. 150 gold off. But you did buy a bunch of potions from him.
Andy brought friends.
The dirtiest 20.
You know what? You've given me a lot of business today. Deal.
Oh, you're quite the salesman. Thank you very much.
And you seem like the adventuring type. You find anything interesting out there you don't want, maybe you come see me, see if there's something you want to sell to me before you take off. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's an excellent idea. I appreciate your moxie. Yes.
All right, then. That sounds very good. Any other business I can do for you? You looking for anything specific other than the bag again? Sorry, don't have one.
I feel like one of you guys should get that potion of invisibility.
She already
I
bought it.
just bought it.
I got
Oh,
it.
great. Good. Yeah, no, that's smart. Sorry, I was reading this scroll.
I don't know what dust of dryness is.
Is it? Did I already put it in the thing?
Causes you to
Oh.
like choke.
I did not put it in the
No.
thing.
No?
Hold on.
Dust of dryness. Isn't it where you like drop it into water and it like sucks the water up?
Mhm.
Yes. Okay. It's now in the thing. Sorry. Under items directory. I'll leave it. I'll leave it out. I'll sort it later. The fire rails should be already there, right? Oh, you didn't buy them anyway.
Oh yeah, this is releasing the water. That's right. It's currently in pellet form. It's not the dust.
I might be stupid, but I'm having a hard time finding longbow +1 or the variation of that.
You are stupid.
Yep. No, you're both right.
Hey,
There you go.
thank you, sir. Is there anywhere around that I can sell this crossbow that I don't need anymore?
Yes, there's a blacksmith.
Great. I want to sell him a heavy crossbow.
Heavy crossbow. Let's see here. Crossbow heavy. He will give you 40 gold for that.
Hell yeah, I'll take that.
Okay.
Also a short bow. I just realized I have a short bow as well.
You want to sell a short bow, okay?
As well, yes.
He will give you 21 gold for that.
I'll ask for 25. It's in fairly good condition.
Where did you get it?
Just outside of Candlekeep, a man on the road attacked me and didn't have a chance to actually use it.
I'm trying
As
to
you can
remember.
see.
No, I'm asking you.
Oh, I've had it all along. It was one of the things I had in my inventory.
Okay, then I'm fine with saying it's in fairly good condition. Make a persuasion check. 25 gold is the market price.
Yes.
So that's a tough sell because how is he going to make a profit if he buys it from you for what he could sell it for?
Damn, 10. He's probably
10
going to
persuasion.
just...
Hey, sorry, I got to make money here. I'm already making a slim margin if I buy it from you for 21. So, take it or leave it.
All right, I'll take it. You're fair. Good work. Yes.
Yeah, I've been doing a 20% discount when you guys sell.
That's big benefits for us. Damn.
What? Oh, you mean rather
20%.
than 50%?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's big wins for us.
Yeah. Again, I mean, one of the ways I'm trying to make up for there being far fewer in between stuff than in a normal campaign is I'm just kind of greasing the wheels on stuff like that.
Works
I
for
think
me.
I'm gonna try and sell my greatsword. So whoever Falsk is talking to, I walk up and I put it on the table.
Great sword. Yeah, Josh, I see that. But he didn't buy any of them anyway.
Okay.
40 gold for the great sword.
Sounds good.
But is there anything else you want to ask this guy or anything before you leave? I'm not hinting at anything. I just don't want to close the book on him until we're sure.
Just a regional question. If we were to head up into the mountains over yonder, wildlife, dangers? I'm assuming lots of dangers.
Yeah, I mean, not too many people go out that way. There isn't really any reason to do so. The road here crosses over the river before heading into Coromir. And then the only other place to really anywhere else you'd cross, you just end up in the marsh. So there's really no point. There's a road to the north, which heads out to the north of the marshes. So anybody crossing the mountain will just take that. So yeah, probably dangerous. Wouldn't know anything about the wilderness.
Heard. All right. Well, if you don't see us back through, you're longbow here, and I'll pat the bow, might be somewhere in something's mouth.
Are there any like local hunting guilds or anybody that would know the area in those woods?
Yeah, I got a guy for you. Yeah. I got a guy for you. Head over to the inn. There's somebody staying there that's been mucking out the stables. Rabbit folk guy. Name's Rigsby.
Oh, I don't know if we need a stable hand. We need a hunter.
Oh,
I mean, we're capable of taking care of our horses.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
he is.
like a fighter also.
Yeah. He's great.
Oh, okay.
He's great, eh?
Yeah. He's great.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
would I lie to you?
You haven't led us wrong yet, and
You
you
know, I
did tell me
literally
a
don't
discount.
know. I
I
don't
don't
know
think
you.
you would. I don't think you
Well, I
would,
wouldn't.
Vesper.
Well, I wouldn't.
Okay.
I
Well,
just wouldn't.
we can.
Let's
I
go
guess
talk to this Rigsby.
What did you say
you
his
said?
name? Rigsby?
Rigsby, yeah. Yeah.
Rabbit folk.
Yes.
Okay.
I like them.
Yes.
Is
Yeah,
is
he's
he
what
is he small?
Yeah, he's small. What is Harryman? He's a hairy man.
Haragon,
Yeah.
I believe,
Yeah.
is what you're looking for, friend.
Yeah. Here and gone. Yeah.
He's fuzzy.
Yeah. Don't call him fuzzy.
He's
I mean,
fuzzy? Oh
Furry.
my
call him
god.
fuzzy.
Okay, we gotta go over there right now.
He's
Okay.
little and he's fuzzy.
right. So
And
you guys.
and he's at the inn.
So you
Nice.
guys, as you've been here talking to him, you see
I'm
the other
leaving.
vendors. You see that the other vendors around him are an older female half elf selling flowers, a female gnome in her 60s smelling some really tasty smelling food, and this male dwarf. He's got dark hair and dark eyes, but he's wearing bright clothes, and he's the loudest of the bunch. And he's going, numbers! Get your numbers here! Selling numbers! Who wants a number? You'd love to own one.
Gambling?
This is the guy with the certificates.
Oh.
What do we need
Oh.
numbers for?
Yeah, what do your numbers do?
Hey! Yeah, so, my name's, Sly. And,
Up and up.
I'm selling these certificates, okay? And the certificate gives you ownership of a specific number.
Yeah, that's it.
Currently, I have 11, 29, 37, and 43. 5 gold each. I also have a special running. Okay, special, never before done this. I am selling a number that is between 2 and 3.
That's not. You can't do that.
Sly, have we ever met before?
No, I don't think so. I call it 2.5.
You don't got my favorite number.
Would
But
you
thank
say
you.
would you say it's advanced in any way?
Advanced?
Mm.
I don't know what that means.
Okay.
He
all right.
he holds up one of the certificates. It's covered in wax, and at the top of the certificate, it says number formation title, and then it has the number 11 underneath it.
What does one get by owning a number?
Well, you own it. So I'm selling these here NFTs.
How much?
It's only 5 gold each.
Mm.
You don't have 8?
No, sorry. Already sold that one. Got 11, 29, 37, and 43 left. Here, take a look. He hands it over to you, and you look, and on the back, It says that the holder of this NFT also grants an irrevocable multiversal license to everyone and everything that has ever been, ever could be, and never was.
I think I'm going to pass. Very reluctantly, though, but I'm going to pass.
All
Which
right,
one?
I'll sell them to
27.
somebody.
Which one did he hand me?
11.
Okay, okay.
Oh, Watcher,
Oh.
are you buying it?
Sure, why not?
You know what? You covered already all the horse problems that we were having. We'll take 11 for the tall one there, and I'll have the 27. Here's 10 gold.
No, he's got 29 and 37.
Oh shit! All right, 29 will have to do, I guess.
Great. Yep, 5 gold each. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys now each own an NFT for the numbers 11 and 29.
Oh, you mean a nifty?
These are pretty nifty.
Yeah. It's called a number formation title.
Oh,
Mhm.
It's a number formation title.
As soon as you said that, Joe, I was like, "You son of a bitch!"
I turned to Falsk. What do I do with this?
Don't lose it. It costs 5 gold.
I think you just kind of wave it in front of people and say that you have something that they don't, and you're better than them because of it. That's at least what he was putting off. Oh, those were the vibes. Hey Vesper, look at this. Right?
What?
29. Yep.
Did you just
yep.
write that down?
Nope. It's that's on a nifty, let me tell you.
A what?
I don't actually know. All right, you know what? We should probably get going.
My intelligence is 20. I don't understand.
That definitely gave me a headache. I think I need a drink.
Let's
I mean-
go find this Rigsby
Yeah, I want
fella.
fuzzy friend, guys. Come on.
Okay, so you guys go to the inn. You will be going back to talk to the flower and food vendors, but you go to the inn because I'm not wasting this stuff. So you go into the inn. So the inn's called the Bored Weasel, and you enter into it. It's actually quite spacious. It's still early morning here. You got into town at 10, so we'll say it's 11 now. So lunch hasn't really started. There is a quite old human, very dark skinned, working here. He's got hunched shoulders. He looks like at one point in his life he was very strong. But anymore, he's old. So his skin is kind of hanging off. There is only one other person currently on this floor of the tavern, and that is a rabbit folk who is in the corner polishing a shield. As you walk in, the man at the bar, yeah, morning to you.
Greetings.
Can I help any of you with anything?
My friend here needs a drink. I will have a second, and we're looking for, I think, that person. I'm sorry, that individual right over there.
Rigsby?
Josh.
I wasn't sure if you were going to respond or not.
Well, he said your name, so I assume that you would.
Oh,
This place isn't huge.
You
Sorry,
have,
I
you
thought-
have
I thought
big
he-
ears now.
The tavern seats
I thought you
40.
were talking to the bartender. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
He
but
was.
I would say that as you say his name, the ears do perk up and turn, but his face stays down, focused on the shield. He has not acknowledged you completely yet, but he has heard his name.
Okay.
Yeah, that's him in the corner.
Oh, thank you. How much for the wine? For three?
I was typing it out, but you can get a pitcher of common wine for 2 silver. And
Oh, perfect. I put down 3 silver.
Oh, okay, then you get a pitcher of wine.
Delightful.
Mugs
something. He doesn't tip like Ocala.
mugs of ale are 4 copper.
That's a pitcher, Joe. You offered a pitcher. Of course we're going to take the pitcher.
Sure. He would also point out to you before you go over to Rigsby that he has the special today is the same special he always has. Salty fish surprise.
So what makes it
Oh, I don't like
special
that.
if you have it all the time?
People just expect you to have a daily special, so that's my daily special.
Why is it a surprise?
Oh,
Because I won't tell you what's in it.
Except for the salty fish part.
I'll just stick with the wine for now. Thank you, though.
Yep.
Watcher's gonna walk over to Rigsby.
Oh,
May I? She's asking to sit.
Sure.
She takes out her little cup of tea and pretends to drink. I really like your shield there. It's pretty shiny. I like to polish things too.
Well, when you've been shoveling shit for 4 weeks, things get dirty.
Oh.
You can notice that even though his head is still down, looking at the shield as he's kind of like brushing out certain parts of it, the ears are up and moving, and his eyes aren't looking down anymore. They're now looking at you and all of the other people that you walked in, but even his head is facing down. So he's not really looking at you, but he's definitely taking in your appearance.
Well,
so I've got the pitcher in one hand, the 4 cups in the other hand, and I'll set them down on the table, and I'll set one of the cups in front of Rigsby. And I'll start pouring.
Morn, you should still get Watcher a cup.
Oh,
no, I'm good. I have my tea. She's drinking out of a teacup. She's not drinking anything.
Yes, the empty teacup, of course.
Mhm.
Of course.
maybe we should buy her one of those for the road.
Well,
But she's stylish.
this is starting to
Pinky up.
This is starting to look like an unavoidable conversation, I suppose. What you see is basically the picture that I posted in the chat like a couple weeks ago at this point. Harengon, dark brown fur, hair is kind of tousled. He's got studded armor. He has a bow to one side, sword on one hip, quiver on the other, and on the back is a what is like the mounting plate for his shield, which he's currently polishing. And just being around him, you do pick up a very slightly perceptible smell of manure. It appears that the whole shoveling out the stables thing was true. And he has apparently finished for the day, whatever it might happen to be. It's not often someone comes looking for me in this place. What can I do for you?
We were told you were a good guide for where we need to go.
And where would that be?
The wilderness.
There's lots of
I
wilderness.
want to
young
tell you
lady.
exactly. I don't even know you. I don't know if I want to tell you exactly where we need to go.
We're looking to travel northwest of here
Yeah.
towards the marshes. Are you familiar with the lands and creatures that would be in there?
He stops polishing the shield and takes the shield and it snaps onto the holding plate, kind of like Captain America's shield. It just kind of like snaps into place. you're wanting to go towards the marsh on this side of the river. I've heard of the area. I've been through areas similar. Never been actually through it myself. I'm actually from east of here. I'm from Cormyr.
Oh, we're in Cormyr. I'm from Marsember.
Would I know that, Joe?
Yes. Yep. You would know that. It's on the map.
It's east of the capital.
Yeah. I didn't hear anything, Joe, but I assume there was an
He's-
affirmative in there somewhere.
Oh,
That was a
Yeah,
yes.
he said yes. He was
Yeah, I
very
said
far
yes.
away.
Okay.
sorry. I was leaning back
Sorry, I
and
didn't-
enjoying the conversation.
Can't do that.
He kind of looks over to you. Kin, I suppose. Burrow Den, Hullock Forest. How recently have you left this area?
It's been a while, been months since I've been home.
That's good. And at this point, his eyes really start to travel over all of you, looking very perceptively. Joe, can I make a perception check looking
Yep.
for
I know. I know.
specific
I know.
things? Yep.
Yep.
Nobody has told him our names yet, have we?
No.
No,
Okay.
you
Just making
Yeah.
sure nobody else did.
So
Yeah, they all look fine.
Yeah. He gets up and actually stands up on his chair and kind of puts his two hands on the table and is actually leaning forward to look at all of you, like very, very close. And as he does this, you realize that he's Vesper size. So Vesper, you are basically the same height as him. He's a small individual with a lowercase s.
Including his ears?
No.
That's an important question.
The ears make him about 4'6",
Oh. Okay.
I think. Nope, I was wrong. 4'3". I was close. Well, where have you all come from? Have you come from the east or come from the west?
The West.
Okay.
Most likely you're clean then. I suppose it's all right to talk.
Clean from
And he
what?
kind of sits back down and crosses his arms.
Can I roll an insight check on that?
Yeah.
Because he said like
Yep.
two things that seem
Yep.
rather odd. The good that I had been gone for a while and the clean.
Yep.
Ugh. Well, today's not my day.
Yeah, you're just not picking up on any of that. You don't
Okay.
have any clue what any of that's supposed to mean.
Oh, I am very
He-
clean. And Watcher takes out her handkerchiefs and starts polishing.
Well, you might want to put that over whatever accounts for your mouth there, miss. I'm sorry to inform you, and he looks over to Morn. There's an infection spreading through Cormyr
What?
called saprophyta, I believe is what it's called.
Saprophyta?
Yes. It's fungal in nature. It's been spreading through a lot of the various tended animals. It's been spreading through them rather quickly, unfortunately, and slowly it is being passed to creatures of our persuasion.
Oh no.
Individuals can be treated if they catch it, but it is still a dangerous one.
I think I'll have to.
Basically, I would not travel too much farther east of here, else you could risk catching infection.
I lean close to Vesper. I was going to suggest we teleport to Westgate, so I'm actually pretty happy to hear that was a really good idea we didn't.
Yeah. Okay. Should I be worried about Echo getting sick?
No, I think you're probably safe.
Hmm.
Probably.
So travel from Suzail and Marsember would have to be by water to get here. So Echo's probably safe for now, unless some people or livestock come across the Dragonmere and come here to this town. So hopefully Vesper will be
Not
done with our
necessarily.
business before then. No?
You can go through the forest, up through the Stormhorns and down.
Oh.
Hmm.
That's a longer route.
Trust me.
Okay.
I'm
think maybe
currently trying to figure out my next move, as a few individuals who I know asked me to go potentially look for solutions. I've been here in Maerin for, gods, almost a month, trying to figure out what my next move is. Seeing as how I don't really have any other objectives than shoveling shit, maybe an expedition to Vermilion wouldn't be too much of a miss.
So you know it.
Who said that?
Yeah, nobody
We
said
didn't
that.
say. We didn't say that to you. What? Do you know
Yeah,
where
I
you're
thought
going?
you did. Sorry.
None of them
was
said
Josh.
it. They're being so secretive.
We don't know him.
I was actually going to ask
So wherever
if you
you
knew
want to
about
go, might. So wherever you want to go, might.
Guys, this guy is sus. I don't know.
Old platinum mine.
Journey to wherever you want to go might sound. It sounds better than staying here for a few more days.
Okay.
It's an old platinum mine. Exploded 70 years ago. Lots of disappearances. Vermilion, Vermilon, Vermin. I don't know. We just need to go there.
All right. So
I've heard
you
of
so
that.
yeah
Northwest of
so
the March.
Yeah.
you will have heard the story, and you actually know. I can't remember what let me hold on. Let me look at what I told you, Josh, because we'll see if I'm just repeating myself.
Yeah,
here.
you've told me a couple things, and now that I know for sure, my next piece of dialogue is, if you're looking into that and what happened, there's a couple of folks here in town who you might want to speak with. One of them is actually behind the bar right over there. The other is, and he kind of cocks his head back outside. The under is the flower vendor.
Oh.
Oh, well, it would be a
Talking to them
huge.
might get you some information on what you're looking for.
It'd be a huge waste if we didn't go and speak with them. We quite literally were there before. People might have been angry if we hadn't gone back. It felt like even.
No, I feel like
Yeah.
it's a total waste of time.
And I have this, and Watcher pulls out the piece of paper. I own 11.
Oh,
It's a nifty.
darling. And he actually looks like his facade breaks for half a second, and he realizes who he's dealing with. Oh, did any of you step on the rats? I've been encouraging rats to go and mess with him ever since he arrived in town.
Ew. What? No.
He's a con artist.
So I don't own 11?
I'm sorry, dear, but no.
Oh.
Technically, you just own that 11.
Okay. So I own this 11.
Right, which is what I think you thought it was.
Yeah.
Tell
everything
you
on the
what,
back here.
We can get you 11
What's
trinkets or something.
what's on
and
the
then you can
back?
have 11 of those.
I pass it over to Vesper.
What's on the back?
The license.
It just says something weird. Can I text them back which
it basically
notes?
says that everybody else can own 11.
Yes. That the holder also grants an irrevocable multiversal license to everyone and everything that has ever been.
Oh, Watcher. I pat her on the back. I'm like, do you understand what this means?
No.
You don't even own this 11. I mean, you do, but like,
What?
no.
I don't own this 11?
Well, you
I
own
wanted
this piece
8
of paper.
anyway.
You own this piece of paper.
Well, technically, possession is 9/10 of the law, so she owns 90% of that 11.
9, 10, 11. Yes.
I explain in like ridiculous Oxford Dictionary level detail what the words irrevocable and multiversal mean. And then I'm like, so basically you own this piece of paper with this 11 on it, but anybody could just replicate that whenever they want, anywhere. The Feywild, here, the astral plane.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I look
know what
over
I
at
mean?
Falsk and I'm like,
I'm escorting
I don't get it.
Morn. I'm escorting Morn and Falsk up to Lucas while they're having that conversation.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So he's cleaning glasses when you walk up, and he says,
Lucas, you old son of a bitch. I'm glad they bought something from you because they're gonna ask you some questions. And he turns up to you guys. That's it. He's not gonna help you anymore.
"Hey, questions, huh? What could I possibly help you with?"
Well, you've been around here for a while, and we were looking to travel towards the marsh. So we were looking to see if you know of any old stories about up that way.
Toward the marsh, you say? No, not particularly. Where exactly are you looking to go?
The old platinum mine that exploded.
Oh, well, that's not near the marsh. That's near the end of the river.
Oh. Well, this is a good start. We already know where we're supposed to be going.
Yeah, you guys, I think, have misread my hand-drawn map, thereby insulting my artistry.
So is
Or
it where
lack
I'm
thereof.
clicking on the map?
Could we?
About there, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see you can see the breadstick, and then Vermion's right there. Well, somebody drew an X way up top. A different river.
It was Dave. Dave did it, I bet.
No,
I
me.
definitely
I'm so
wasn't.
confused. Are you
Um,
sure?
He says, yeah, I actually used to live there. I was a miner.
Oh, okay. And I put a gold down on the table. If you could explain to me in excruciating detail everything that occurred there and drove you to live here, that would be incredibly helpful.
He takes the gold piece. Yeah, excruciating's the right word for it. Oh, that's a part of my life that I'll never forget. Me and my wife Lorna, we were miners. A lot of money to be made in a platinum mine, but it was the type of living arrangement where you were always kind of a little afraid. The folks in town were nice enough, but well, we were out in the middle of nowhere. There's no other resources in that mountain. No reason for anybody to be out there. Maerin's actually the closest settlement. Was back then, too. Wasn't a lot of room for the town to grow either, so there was kind of a population cap. We were always worried that something might cut us off from the outside world, and, well, if the merchants stopped coming on through, that'd be a big problem for us. Or if monsters attacked or something, we didn't know what we'd do, but well, we got hit by a different type of disaster. One day, someone misset some explosives in the mine. There was quite a large cave-in. We never did figure out who did it, but, well, whoever it was probably died, so we'd never know. We were trapped for quite some time in there. Not many of us made it out. Most of us died. Probably about half the miners who worked there were part of that disaster. And as if the trauma from that wasn't enough, well, you might have to ask somebody else about the rest. He's just kind of quiet.
Okay.
At that point, looking down, he's obviously thinking about something.
Well, I don't want you to delve over too many excruciating details for but a single piece of gold. When did you leave? If you don't mind my asking.
Well, not many of us made it out. And those of us who died, well, we didn't find everyone. It didn't really make any sense. Where could the bodies... Where could they go? And, well, my wife was one of the ones that disappeared.
I'm sorry. Did you say those of us that died?
What? Yeah, those of us that died.
That I
He's
apologize.
speaking in the third person.
The way that I heard that sounded like you're a ghost, and I reach out and I touch him and make sure he's actually there.
He's actually there. Why are you touching me?
Thought you were a ghost, friend. I apologize.
Well, only 16 of us survived at all, and well, of the 60, 11 were never found. Among them was my wife Lorna. So I left pretty much right after that. I didn't want any more of that town. Now, folks say there were disappearances afterward. Of the 16 of us that survived, every single one of us either left about the time I did, or later went missing. And then other people went missing after that, and eventually people had enough. They abandoned the town.
Are you the only one left in town that survived?
I reckon that's true. I'm 95 years old. I'm probably the last one. But if you do go out that way, if you could do me a bit of a favor, I'd appreciate it.
Certainly. Sure.
We, even though I didn't have a body to bury, I did set up a grave for my wife. If you could put some flowers on her grave for me, I'd appreciate that. And, well, I put her necklace, the one she didn't wear that day, in the hollow of a tree, in the center of the village. I'd swore to never go back there, but if you're going there, if you could recover it for me, I'd appreciate that.
Certainly.
We'll do our best.
You agreeing to that? He immediately takes out a sheet of paper and starts drawing something for you. You can keep talking.
Yeah, as my parents are undertakers in Marcember, I would definitely consider it an honor to bring flowers to your wife.
He draws a map of Vermion for you. And that is map 4.1 Vermion.
Oh, he's a better artist.
Well, this guy's got style.
Wow, way better than Joe.
He even used graph paper.
No.
Does it say where the mine is? Is that what you asked?
Yes.
It's do you see the cart? That road.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I figured. And so it's the tree in front of that square building.
Yeah, that's the mayor's house.
Okay.
All right then. I
I
think we'll
did
be able
see
to
a
help you out, friend.
yeah, I did see a flower vendor outside, so I can definitely buy some flowers and bring them to her. Thank you for the map.
Well, you're quite welcome. Be careful.
One question, did anybody that survive die mysteriously here, or they all died naturally here?
Not that I know of,
Okay.
but nobody, as far as I know, died mysteriously in Verbion. They just disappeared.
It's a good point.
Not for me to say whether they died or not, but probably.
No?
All right. You were definitely correct there, Rigsby. Good choice. That was a lot of useful information.
Yeah, I'm just glad he wasn't a ghost. It would have been really sucker punched in the gut if I'd been shoveling shit for a ghost for 4 weeks.
I was terrified when he said, you know, of us that die. I was like, what the fuck does this man mean? To be clear, we just fought a bunch of ghosts and then a bunch of skeletons and zombies, and I'm pretty sure there was a wraith or some shit there, and they were
Ghouls.
not. Oh, the ghouls, yes, of course, and a ghost dog. It was a lot.
Trust me.
I didn't.
Trust me. I'd take any ghosts or ghouls or zombies or whatever it is that you're talking about over anyone who's been infected with this disease.
Interesting. Well,
What are you then for hire for the next couple of days?
Sure. What are you offering?
Nothing.
Double what you make for shoveling shit?
I mean, the old man was paying me a room and board, so
Oh.
however much that is, I guess.
Well, we have tents.
We'll give you 2 of the tents.
2 tents. I guess I could sell those. Probably wouldn't get much for them, though.
Whoa! Hold on. No. These are our traveling tents. You guys said. I feel like we really just need to take a moment and understand, and I'll reach into my pocket. How does 5 gold up front and 15 gold when we finish sound?
Make it 25 and you got a deal.
And I'll help you get into Candlekeep, where you might be able to find out information about your disease problem.
What's Candlekeep?
The greatest library in all the realms. All the planes.
So 5 gold up front
Insight
and
check.
20 gold at
I
completion?
believe it.
For 25 total?
Oh my god. Well, okay, so with a natural 1 on an insight check, I think the answer for that is that, I mean, you just believe whatever she said regardless, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm like the most inscrutable person.
Joe, how do I whisper you a D8?
Above the
I
chat,
don't
it
see it
says public role.
Private GM role.
You can switch that to.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, because normally with a failed insight check, it's really just that you aren't sure what to make of what they're saying. So it's not that you believe them no matter what, it's that you can't read them. But I think with a natural 1, I think you are doomed to just believe them.
I
don't
like
know.
Doom.
Okay.
Doom is fun.
I once told a player who may or may not be here that a natural 1 on an insight check was his party member giving him the signal to start a fight. And so he did.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that was the one.
So, but I mean, she is telling the truth, so there's also that.
I just find it so amazing that his first actual roll in this campaign was. Oh no, he did a perception check, didn't he?
But you
Yeah,
guys have rolled
20.
a lot of natural 1s so far. I don't think there's been a 20.
The second roll was a 1. It's thematic.
Yeah, Joe, turn that mod off, please.
Sure, 25 gold pieces as well as assistance in getting into this keep of candles for information on whatever this disease is.
All right, fair enough. Here's 5 up front.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Somebody hasn't heard of Candlekeep. It's unbelievable.
Do we have a 10 o'clock cutoff?
I have to work tomorrow, and I'm acting manager, so.
Okay, so I think that we save the flower vendor and, just to make sure there's interest, the magic food vendor. We'll save those two
Wait a second.
for next time.
Selling a hero's feast, right?
Not Hero's Feast, but I have briefly described to you my home brewing of food into campaigns as basically a different version of potions.
Oh,
I'm into that.
The magic burrito.
So the deal with magic food.
If I actually had any money, I would have bought some. Let's put it that way.
We'll buy you stuff.
The deal with magic food is that it counts as your rations for the day, so you can only do 1 per day, and it takes a minute to consume it, so you wouldn't be able to do it in combat really.
Okay.
Oh, but they have temporary benefits to them. So that's why I said it's kind of a different version of a potion, that it's something you do outside of combat for a sustained benefit.
That's very cool. I'm into that.
would Watcher be able to use them?
I mean,
we could smear it on your face.
The thing is, it's not so much that it's food; it's that it's magic.
Okay.
So we could figure out a way.
You can respin it as like magic motor oil.
There you go.
It into your body. It'll be fine.
Yeah, there you go. She pulls out a blender. She blends up the food and then just pours it into her joints. So we will do both of those next time. Whatever else you might want to do in town. And then we can head off into the wilderness.
Oh.
Yeah.
What, Joe? I rolled a 6, by the way, and I just sent you the thing.
Oh yeah, okay, thank you. Okay, you
That's
need
why
to
I was
remember
so
that,
happy.
and you know
happy.
You know what you get too for that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That reminds me. So thank you for that. There was some reason from last session I thought that Vesper deserved a fate token, and I don't remember why. But why don't you just take it, because I know I was intending to tell you to take one.
I don't remember why either, but absolutely.
There was something you did that was like solving something or figuring something out. I can't remember what it was. But I didn't want to just do it, and I didn't write it down. I'm just remembering that I wanted to do that. Did anything else happen today? The perception check, natural ones. I think we award it for those.
Delightful.
So
Yeah.
we've
That's
got
right.
3 of those that happened today. So the 3 of you.
Jeez.
So Rigsby, Morn, and Vesper again. I think Falsk needs to get one for negotiating the money up.
Hmm.
The reward.
Yes.
I don't know that anything else happened. There wasn't really anything to figure out today. Man, I wish I could remember to do these more often because I know there's other times I want to award them to you guys. So what do we think of this one?
I'm
I
excited.
like the
This is different.
intrigue.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
Ready to roll. This voice is gonna kill my throat, but that's okay.
It
Yeah.
is the complete and total opposite of Dakota, no?
Yeah, that's why I snickered at the
Yeah.
beginning because I was like, wow.
It was
Yeah,
so
it's all the way
hard.
down here.
Yeah, so hard to resist the temptation when I brought the pitcher and mugs and not say, "What's up, Doc?"
I was really hoping someone was gonna make a joke. I actually had a prepared line in case someone like made a rabbit joke, but no one did. So I was kind of disappointed,
Yep.
but that's okay. But
This one has
yeah.
has a lot more of a like a setup than some of the others.
I think it's a good
Yeah.
thing, though.
Like it's got. No, I mean I don't mind that there was a little bit of setup because I like that going into it that there's a story here.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to the last one, Book of the Raven, you were just kind of like, what the hell is it talking about? Like what is the deal with this book?
What's the deal with airplane? Anyways, no, don't do that.
Why are there ghost dogs?
But this one, you already know what the mystery is, which is nice. You know what you're trying to figure out here, and you're supposed to solve it.
Yeah.
So, and the music worked, and cool. Okay, well, that's everything. I have no idea when we're playing again. The other group there plays tomorrow, and then we can schedule other stuff. And when those games are scheduled, we can schedule Candlekeep, I guess.
Hell
Be
yeah.
on the lookout. Yeah, be on the lookout tomorrow at like 10ish. That's when the other group's gonna come in. So
Yeah.
you got then.
I'll be in bed, but
basically,
I'm excited.
As soon as they come in, feel free to start